Hey everybody, Random here for episode 3 of CI Survival. So at the moment, I would say our biggest concern is the fact that Serra here has an extremely low mood. She's in pain from the frostbite. There's a psychic drone. She banished someone to death. Slept in the cold. A lot of bad things. So I'm really doing minor passion for work helps. I'm really hoping to pull her out of this funk. Because if she... Okay. Speaking of funk. Food binge. I'm not sure she understands what a food binge is. But hey, if... Oh, there she goes. I was going to say if it gives me free catharsis. Oh, okay, she got food poisoning on a food binge. Maybe that will... At least it slows her down from eating too much. Yeah, go ahead. Eat yourself out of house and home. I was hoping to avoid this. I predicted that it would be the most problematic thing to possibly happen to me, and then that happened. Well, at the very least, she's not wandering around. Food binges are a lot less dangerous than dazed or something. There we go. No longer picking out on food. Okay, we'll let her try to do some farming. Replace the food she just ate. I didn't see Mark Watney going on a food binge. Miss Serra. Food poisoning. How clean is this? So, it's slightly dirty. It's really not that dirty. Yeah, I'm surprised I have as much problems as I do. The thing is, once I get micro electronics, I can, we're sterile. Oh, you're still eating? Oh boy. Sterile, sterile, sterile. Where are you? Hospital bed. I am blind right now. I guess the coffee hasn't really kicked in. Alright, recovering from food poisoning, that's good. We're going to have to go ahead and do some cooking. Ooh, and some puking. Oh, we can't even... vomiting right on the corn. That is delicious. At least we have catharsis, helping her mood out. Alright, you will not be consuming that. Consume this. We just went through a lot of food because of food poisoning. Now, if I really wanted to cook faster, I would set the stockpile up a little differently, and I think that's what I'm going to do. So first, I'm going to shrink this zone to haul all that stuff out of there to somewhere else. But we're not that cold yet. Let's go ahead and haul. Stockpile. Running out of room. So, one of you mentioned, hey, maybe make the chessboard out of jade. That's a phenomenal idea. In fact, I'll make the horseshoe pin out of jade too. Reclaim some of the steel. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and make a jade horseshoe pin and a jade chess table. Alright, so let's see. I want veggies here. We'll call this meat, high meat, and high veggies. Now, we don't have any meat, so obviously that's going to be empty, but raw food. Veggies, raw food, meat, but no human meat. Alas, we are not cannibals. Okay, so that part's good. And rest, sure. So that's a nice little use for the jade. Spruce up the base a little. Alright, we don't have the ability to keep the grow light on. We're not generating really any power. Alright, let's have light so that we build... Oh, wow, this chest table is going to take a while. Okay, another thing I want to do is put the corners on. Now that we have a little bit more steel. Okay, got that on. Cut the power. Trapped indoors. Okay, let's fix that. Going for a lovely walk. It's now down to just stuck indoors. Eclipse. Yeah, that doesn't make any difference in the winter. You and your foolish eclipses. I don't even need that. Trying to clean up all the nasty cabling, but alright, come on. Don't be trash. Be good art. Oh. So I'm sort of locked in until it warms up. It's still too cold to really do anything out there. I'm sort of tempted to try to make some warmer clothing, but I think it would be a bad use of the wool. Okay, so it's a decent bedroom now. Thanks in part to the wonderful table here. So if you look at the beauty, that raises it above 0. Flooring. 40 for floors. It is tempting. I think I'm going to hold off. Mostly because concrete doesn't really benefit us much. It's possible we'll even grow some cotton for carpets. I think that's probably a better use, because cotton is a renewable resource, whereas steel sort of is not. I say sort of because, well, it's true. Alright, let's craft or cook up some more meals. We can't afford the stool that allows us to do this a little faster, but oh well. Fortunately, the wind's with us, so we're able to keep the grow light on. Alright. Looking good. Here, I think what I'll do is put, you know what, I'll put silver. Preferred for raw, is it a raw resource? It is indeed. Kind of pointless organization, but there. Now the base makes a little bit more sense to me. Where you? Oh, you're eating from the distant pile. All right, we got cabin fever. What can we do about that? Is there anything productive to do out here in -102? Go haul some slag. Ooh, more cargo pods. Pigskin. It's a lot of material. It's kind of far away. Alright, now you remember why decent rec room, decent dining room. Oh, these are good things to see. Observed a corpse. Yeah, that's my fault. I could have steered you around that. I might just go ahead and bury them. I have Molotovs, actually, so yeah, let's be a little evil. Get your dead body out here. Let's do that one more time. Quick and easy corpse disposal. Now there's a lot fewer dead bodies around. I could even go for that one once I'm cabin fevered. It is warming up. It's winter's almost over, which will allow me to have a lot more mobility around the base, which is good. Alright, as much as I want to grow, we don't have the power for it. Not generating an excess over the grow light requirement. Maybe we will, though. Oh, it looks... Alright, there we go. Wouldn't mind some more steel for backup. We're cold and hungry. This double installation is quite nice, though. Oh, yeah, that slag's a bit too far. You're supposed to turn off there. Alright, and then I'll want just a few more corner pieces. Now, this current layout doesn't really allow for bedrooms and all that, so I'll really have to rework a lot to add bedrooms and the like, but that's okay. I'll manage. I'm also going to expand the roof, which means I want to move this dumping stockpile of slag. Not that we have any slag in there, but eventually we will. Alright, we are minimum wind spinning. So I mostly have the roofs there so that we're harder to hit, harder to shoot. Unfortunately, because they're also dark. I guess everything's dark. That's another problem with trying to do anything productively in the winter is because it's dark out. Your move speed's a lot decreased. Like, here, I'll prove it. Move speed is 371 because of the multiplier for light. The flak vest barely affecting it. The multiplier for light decreasing it down to 80% of its normal value. Whereas indoors, no problem there. Flak vest barely affecting it at all. So that's a bit of an issue to keep in mind. Okay, at this point, ooh, more cargo pods. And that stuff's not that far. Alright, caravanning. So I'll just explain what I'm doing real quick, because someone asked, and I tried to respond in comments. So if you go to the world, and you form a caravan, you gotta select your pawn, and then choose an arbitrary route. The route doesn't matter, because you're not actually going anywhere, and just accept. So now, the pawn is currently in caravan, and you can... I'll load the rice. You can right-click to load food into your caravan. So, let me redo this. Load. I want to get some of the slag as well. And then when you go out there, you're actually going to stuff that in as if you're caravanning away from your home with it. So as you can see, we are loading up. And I'll see if I can't. Yep. Alright. So now if we look at gear, we are at 32 out of 35 kilograms, which is 35 is max weight. If there was a pile of stuff like this pigskin to haul home, we could then haul a stack of 75 or whatever you are able to haul given your manipulation score. The thing is, the colder you are, the lower your consciousness and manipulation, and as a result, you are able to haul less. And then, at the end of the caravan, you can dump it all out. So we just, in one trip, carried 3 slag. Where's the 4th slag? I have... Oh, is there 2 slag on top of one another or something? But whatever. So we carried all the slag, and we carried all the rice in one go, which is fantastically more efficient than making multiple trips. It's a little exploity, but I don't really mind. I mean, given the cold, you got to do what you got to do. All right, so I want to get the slag out of there. Okay, 3 slag chunks. Yeah, I don't know what else was selecting. It was probably selecting the jade horse pin that I was clicking on. Come on, wind. But this extra slag here, I can melt down and add to my power generation. Because I'm going to need some more power. So I'll queue it up. So if you're wondering why I leave spaces between objects, it's mostly because it's easier to move around, and then in case of a fire, you're not screwed. You can actually put it out. So there's obviously some slag nearby that I'm able to obtain, which is good. Now that winter is almost over, it will be a lot easier to haul stuff. It's mostly the winter temperatures that are stopping me, and nothing else. Okay, we have a little bit of hypothermia that I'm comfortable with trying to build, because we don't want to botch the job. Transport pod crash. Pessimist with an annoying voice. You're also super far away, and you don't have phenomenal clothing. So the reason I'm getting so many pawns is Randy Random, as a storyteller, has a, how to describe it? He wants you to have 4 pawns, I think is the best way to put it. So he'll try to give you pawns until you have 4 in your colony, which means, yes, he's kind of going easy on me. Alright, that extra windmill is super helpful. That's very nice. I really want to get the microelectronics going. I think but one more hydroponic bench would be also pretty useful. Let's do some... Oh, we were headed to sleep, but I want to do some quick cooking. Now, if it was lighter in here, I could cook a little bit faster too. If we look at cooking skill, global work speed, cooking, because it is dark, I'm going to be working slower. It's actually to the point where we have 45. I might even put a heater out there. I know it seems weird, but if I put a heater right at the cooking spot, it will keep the outside place a little bit warmer, marginally, but a little bit warmer, and will allow for... Ooh, we must be minimum spinning. Yep, we are. Will allow for cooking a little bit faster because of the extra light that heaters generate. Alright, we can turn this lamp back on. Power is a fickle thing. I think what I can do is I can just widen this stockpile. It is definitely getting warmer out there. I might be able to do slightly longer hauls of everything. is exciting. Alright, so we have everything cooked up. We're harvesting. Let's go ahead and turn off the light while we're harvesting. Ooh, and a psychic soothe. Randy, why are you so sweet? Alright, we can set the grow light to be on again. Alright, let's go ahead and do a little more caravanning. Oh, our downed refugee is dead. I think, given the temperature... You know what? I'm not going to take the chances going all the way out there yet. And I guess I queued myself up to totally see a dead body. Alright, cancel forming. Yeah, I would have been frostbitten. Just like that. Summer is coming. The more long distance stuff is... Oh, solar flare, big deal. Rice dike, oh, that kind of... Yeah, I was thinking something else. I'm going to attempt to wait out this solar flare. And which means just sitting in my base, not doing very much. Because the inside of the base is double insulated, it gets colder slower. If I can... There we go. See, I waited it out. Worth it. Still too cold in there for growing. Put this stockpile like that. Alright, it is the right temperature for this now. You must sow everything. Temperature's getting moderately more reasonable. Oh, we are not generating any power. More batteries might be a good thing too. Alright, so I wanted to put a heater here. That means probably running a little bit more conduit. Don't have anything against that. It's not that much steel. Slept in the cold. Yeah, but see, I doubt that. Alright, so let's stagger these. We'll set 1 to 80, 1 to maybe 78, 74, 70, 66. So actually, I can comfortably What's my gear? Yeah, I can comfortably work outside in the outer ring without becoming hypothermic at all now, because it's warm enough. Oh, come on, wind. Really? I'm gonna try to keep the grow lights on as much as I can. Microelectronics, boy, you take a while. I wonder when it'll start generating solar power. A part of me thinks that I might want to just scrap the solar because it only works. I don't know how many days of the year it works, but rely on wind only and big battery farms and backup batteries that are on switches. Something like that. It's possible I'll get magical automated chem fuel generator, or whatever they are. That'd be handy. Alright, stuck indoors. And hungry. Not hungry anymore. I'm still... Okay, let's go for a little trip. Aurora. That's pretty. Beautiful Aurora. Alright, switch the weapons back. See, it's nice and warm in there now. Such a short, fleeting Aurora. So now that we're pushing to mid-spring, it's actually possible to try to go for some of the more distant hauling. I might go ahead and take that risk. At least when it's ideal temperature, midday, you know, that kind of thing. Man, every time it's daytime, the wind cuts entirely. And when it's nighttime, the wind is like blowing top speed. It is ridiculous. At least the wind picked back up. We're actually generating power now. That psychic soothe lasts quite a long time. Alright, so what I'm going to do is form caravan. Let's get some of this stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. It's 1 p.m. It's about as warm as it's going to be. Yep. I don't know if we can go to a corner, but we can go to the sides. We're still going to get serious hypothermia, but it's not going to climb into the 50s, which is really all I concern myself about. Alright, so cancel the form. Let's smelt some stuff. Prisoner. Guarded by 2 enemies. Oh well. Sucks to be you. I want to cherry pick, hand pick my pawns, which means no random prisoners. Of course, I can always abandon them, but given that it's a 2 versus 1, I don't really like my odds either. So all this additional steel, I think I'm going to save up. I think at this point, ideally, I want to save up for comms, so that I can do some orbital trading. Now in 1.0, you don't really get the same bang for your buck doing orbital trading as you did before. But, you know, that's okay. Alright, so I am going to do another slag run. But before I do it, I'm going to shed any unnecessary weight. So, hopefully we'll be able to carry... Actually, it's probably not the correct time. Yeah, it's not the right time of day. I'll wait till the right time of day. So ditching the flak vest and the bolt action makes us lighter. I don't think the... That's a pretty heavy... Well, maybe that's not that heavy meal. Alright. Ditching the other flak vest. Don't blame me for wanting to put that on, though. Alright, we'll wait for midday when it's a little bit warmer. And cutting the power. Alright, we're almost fully grown. Okay, let's go ahead and do one more caravan. And now she's lighter, so she should be able to get 4 slag, I think. Slags 5 kilograms each, so that's 20 kilograms. Yep, no problem. She could even get, if we drop the meals, she could get 2 more. That's good to know. Wanderer joins. Let's take a look at him. It's possible if I maxed out my hydroponic tables right now. Nope. Not someone I'm going to keep. In fact, where are you going? Canceled caravan. Alright, miscellaneous. Grave. Gonna prosthetic heart. I was gonna attempt for him to dig his own grave, but that's about as far as he's gonna get. Alright. I have to go strip him. He didn't even survive long enough to do that right. Ah, beers. Hopefully it's not a friend yet. Social... You don't even like him. Good. Beers died. Alright, let's bury him. He was technically a member of our... Whatever we are. What are we? CI survivors? Running out of stockpile room. I'm eyeballing crap like that steel knife, these weapons. I think I'm just going to smelt weapons forever. I think I'd rather have the steel. I think they probably smelt for more than I could buy steel with what they cost selling. If that makes sense. No, it's also space saving. I wonder where the steel's gonna go. It's gonna pop up out of the base? Nope, it's gonna pop up on the battery. Alright, forget the slag now. Actually, you know what I could do? Let's change the radius to just local. So I don't have to keep telling her to not go miles out of her way. And I have the bolt-action rifle forbidden, so she shouldn't and isn't smelting that, which is good. Let's merge and merge. Before you sleep, do some plant stuff. Oh, you're stressed. I've been working you a little hard with that smelting, haven't I? I'm a terrible human. I promise I'm gonna let you rest. I just want to make the bedroom a little bit nicer. Alright, so your rectum colonist died. Actually, I'm gonna let them die rather than banish them. Oh boy. I killed my batteries. Oh. I'm a moron. I was draining as much power as I possibly could. Well, at least these are new plants. Oh, we are generating enough power for it now. I'm going to keep the grow light off until our batteries fill up a bit more. Yeah. So she must be bored of all of the recreation. Oh no, she could do cerebral play. That's good to know. I don't know why she's not. Ahem. Go play some chess. I don't know. She's just being silly. That's okay. She has a minor passion for her current work. So peace talks, prisoner. All of my neighbors are going to slowly hate me because I really don't have the capacity to upkeep the relationship. So it says I should have 3 rec types. Solitary, social, cerebral, and dex. She hasn't really done any solitary recs in a very long time. I don't know why. Alright, our batteries are nice and full. Oh, but no wind. How is that always a thing? How? Every time. Every damn time. It's unbelievable. Every time I go turn the grow lights on, there is no wind. But at night, no problem. Just must be windy at night. Alright, gotta turn those off. It's midday and it's actually pretty warm out. So I'm gonna slow time down. Hello. Drop your vest. Drop your meal. Nope. Listen to me. Drop your gun. And form caravan. Alright, so we can hold quite a lot of slag. This is pretty far. But I have faith we can do it. Alright, here we go. Negative 158. Yeah, we got pretty far without even shivering. So I think we're good to do even corner jobs. Alright, see, she weighs... Yep, she's full up. That's the majority of the slag there. Nice, yeah, no problem. No problem at all. A little silver. She can actually... Oh, never mind. I was going to say she can wear the flak vest because there isn't a big stack of slag anywhere anymore. There is some survival meals I should get. Wow, these really haven't deteriorated. Pack of survival meals last forever. Mid-spring, we're doing pretty good. I guess honestly, I don't need a flak vest slowing me down, even slowing me down a teeny bit. I'll throw that stuff on mid-fight. You know, if someone wants to fight, I'll turn it on. Yep, once again, nice and in the morning, no power at all. I got it. Okay, I understand now. Alright, it's about midday. We'll form another caravan. And load up this slag. So then we have the stuff up there. That will be a separate trip. I'm gonna load the revolver into the caravan. A little bit of a detour. That's just more stuff to smelt down and cancel the caravan. That's a good 140 steel right there. We already have 209 in the base. I was not monitoring our power situation. Go ahead and kill that heater. I think I can keep that heater off until we need to do stuff indoors. I'm gonna also lower the heat, so down 2, down 2, down 2, down 2. The lowest temperature heater doesn't really have to stay on. Oh, and here's the beautiful wind that always kicks on while we're sleeping. You know how it is, right? And now it's day, and the wind's gonna die. Let's go ahead and get some more refining done. Another thing I could do is stockpile my steel out here. It doesn't burn, it doesn't deteriorate. Same with the silver, but the silver gets stolen. So we'll put steel here just to free up some space inside. Yep. Because enemies are not likely to steal steel. English is a weird language. Yeah, but they're not likely to steal steel if they break into our base. They're going to want something more valuable than steel. And if they take steel, well, that's kind of ideal, right? Because they could have taken something a lot more valuable. Alright, now, so our harvests. Getting pretty comfortable in this this base. I like it. Kind of missed our midday run. But did we? Maybe we didn't. It's actually pretty warm out, all things considering. Late May. Might not have time for both. You know what? I will. We're only now hitting minor. Oh, raid. They're gonna prepare a while. And he's not very well insulated, so he's dead. I don't even have a gun. Randy Random waited until I left the base with no gun, and then he was like, guess what? Raiders! He forgot how cold it was, though. So those raiders aren't going to affect me at all. Alright, so I am at max weight, but I can still haul. That's what I'm doing now. Got a little cold, but I'll make it. So now I'm obviously holding more than 35 kilograms. Which is a nice, cheeky little trick. I like how seeking safe temperature was like, I'll go into the food storage area. Raider died, I'm sure, right? Yep, there he is. Poor bolt action. Okay. And once again, grow lights turn on, and there's no wind to be found. That looks like we're cooking a little bit quicker. Our cooking skill has gone up by 1. Hopefully that has some sort of positive effect. Nice, we have a good surplus of components. And it's midday again. Oh, we need to recreate. And we're bored of all of our recreation. Okay, what else do we do then? 8 without a table? Well, that's your fault. Yeah, I guess I'll just keep researching because... Oh, there we go. More prisoners. Randy Random got tired of potting people in on me. Now he's trying to give me prisoner quests. Not bad. Yeah, I have enough steel to clean this up a bit. Totally unnecessary, but aesthetically pleasing. See, doesn't that look much better? Then if I bring these cables down to there. Sorry, Sarah, I know. I'm having you do pointless crap, aren't I? See, now I can reconnect the tables. There's just a lot less cables running everywhere. The palm might not notice, but I think the base looks prettier. Make sure everything's powered correctly. Yep. That looks about right. Yeah, it's prettier. Ooh, you got bored of that wreck real quick. Alright, so what's left out here? We've got slag, a little bit of steel, some more slag, a bolt action rifle, and some corpses. Not very much in the way of reasons to leave the base. Again, grow light on, minimum wind. Yeah, these solar panels are doing nothing for me. I'm happily admitting I was wrong about solar. Because it's... Oh, hello. Alright, we're reaching midday. It's time to clean up out there. Alright, so let's load slag, steel, and slag. And then all that's left is breaking this down and getting the bolt action rifle if we want it. Yeah, I know, I made you see a corpse. Wah. Yeah, we're not even gonna hit serious, just minor. And we did a lot of walking out there. This is a good thing. So once I have microelectronics researched, I can do sterile materials. for a better kitchen. I think what I'm going to do is carpet making, strangely enough, because I'll grow some cotton and have a nicer base. In fact, we're about to do a harvest of this rice. So I'll resow more rice. I'd like to have a nice, comfortable stockpile of rice. Yes, I have a bunch of stockpiled packaged meals, but if we had a lot of stockpiled rice, I could do a full run, all 4 tables of cotton, and feel comfortable with that. There's actually sun for once. Or wind, rather. Which is funny, because I don't need it in this one morning. Alright, part of the reason I did that there was so that I could put these heaters kind of out of the way that have been in the way for so long. Sure. I guess. Alright, you're going to be able to get to me, I think. Because now I could potentially have more bases if I wanted. Alright. So we offered safety. These guys have anything good? Dog leather. Alright, so this one obviously is well insulated, the other one not so much. It is, on the other hand, almost summer, so are you any good? Abrasive, okay, you are a terrible, terrible pawn. I'm gonna, ooh, actually, let's flak vest up for safety. Alright, you're gonna freeze. But you know what? I don't care if you die. They're already fleeing. Unfortunately, I didn't intend to kill them. Machine pistol I got out of it. I kind of wanted to... Well, the one that... Is this... Yeah, this is the one that's well insulated. Alright, what I might be able to do is have her dig her own grave for once. We won't construct. Guess what? That's not true. Come on, you can hit Walker. It's almost out of your range. Oh, you hit him again, maybe? Nope. Let's chase him down. Ooh, there we go. He's not getting out of this. You came to the wrong town. I'm actually well over up my hour, but I'll finish off this fight. This slaughter. Alright, so that was episode 3, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I am so happy about the amount of responses I'm getting out of you. It makes this worth my time. I'm only doing this because, well, of course I really enjoy gaming, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't do it without the audience, right? So I very, very much appreciate all of you. And if you have any feedback for me, or requests, or suggestions, or questions, whatever it might be, drop me a line. I'm happy to respond. And I hope you tune in next time. Adios, everybody.